Here, a hearty welcome and big and warm enough to encompass you all. To say we are thrilled to have you in a weekend is an understatement. Steve Jobs once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. And a great way to learn about innovation is through the minds of those who have done it successfully or understand what it's truly about. Today's program is basically about innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. We also have an eminent guest of honor and enlighten us more about the same. So, what we are waiting for? Let's start our program with Mrs. Ilakia. Refreshing welcome address. Over to Ilakia.
Happy afternoon to one and all gathered here. Today's student development program is on creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. I would like to start the session with a quote by Rita May. Creativity comes from trust. Trust your instincts and never hope more than your work. On behalf of MKCE MBA family, I am honored to welcome our chief guest of today's program, Professor Bholanath Dutta sir, Chairman of Global Entrepreneurs Grid and Founder President of MTC Global Bangalore, who brings us this noon filled with desires, hopes, and dreams. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much.
I would like I would like to welcome Dr. P. Vanitha ma'am, Head of the Department of Management for today's program. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thanks, Ilakia.
I would like to welcome Dr. R. Punitavati ma'am, Head of the Department of IT for today's program. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would like to welcome our faculty coordinator, Ms. M. Nitya ma'am, Department of Management for today's program. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I find immense pleasure in welcoming all our faculty members and students who contribute their worthwhile presence today. A warm welcome to you all. Over to Sudarshan.
Thank you, Ilakia. Every ship needs a captain. Of course, the crew is important, but it is important of the captain who steers it through the both rough and calm water. I takes immense pleasure to invite the captain of our ship, Dr. P. Vanitha ma'am, Head of Department, Master of Business Administration of M. Kumaraswamy College of Engineering, to deliver the presidential address. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. First, I would like to thank our management who gave us permission to conduct every Saturday the program for students development. And we people are getting so many resource person like sir. Sir, I would like to welcome you, sir, and I thank you for accepting these invitations immediately. And I think students, this 1 hour program will give some thought processing to you all about the creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Nowadays, in the world, these three things plays a lot. Okay, and I request all the students to make use of this section effectively, and you can ask freely the doubts whichever you have, and you can get clarification from our chief guest today, because sir has vast knowledge regarding entrepreneurship and innovation. Okay, make use of this session effectively, students. Thank you all. Over to Sudarshan.
Thank, thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. R. Punitavati ma'am, Head of Department, IT, Department of M. Kumaraswamy College of Engineering, to request the gatherings. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Pa. First of all, Datta sir, happy to see you as our speaker for the today's program.
Thank
I'm
you,
very
ma'am.
happy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, I should congratulate the organizing team of MBA department and the HOD MBA for selecting an expert for the program. In fact, organizing the online lectures are nowadays difficult task because everybody is trying to organize so many online lectures, and selecting the right person for the topic is additional job. I think MBA department has done a very good job. You have selected a suitable person for the right topic, and especially this topic is more suitable for the MBA students. And the students, you are all going to be a future managers or entrepreneurs. So utilize this program very well. I think Datta sir is going to provide you a very good lecture, and in fact, you should utilize it in an interactive way. It should not be an one-way lecture. You should utilize it in an interactive way, and at the same time, without much delay, I will. I mean, the program can start. I think so because the time is already fixed for 1 hour program. So, and once again, I thank you, sir, for accepting this program. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prof. Over to Sudarshan.
Thank you, ma'am. There are certain people who inspire us to dream more, do more, and become more. I would like to invite Miss Nitishna of first year MBA to introduce us such an amazing person, our guest of honor, who inspires and guides us a lot of young aspiring minds. Over to Nitishna.
Pleasant afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of introducing you to a delightful and amazing person, our guest of honor, Professor Bholanath Dutta, Chairman of Global Entrepreneurs Grid and Founder President of MTC Global Bangalore. He is an educationalist, serial entrepreneur, and visiting professor in India and overseas, former World Bank quality assurance expert in higher education. He is also an author, career counselor, business coach, chairman at Global Entrepreneurs Grid, and founder president at MTC Global, a global think tank in higher education. He is a chairman mentor in Startup India Initiative, Government of India, and mentor of change at Atal Innovation Mission, Atal Tinkering Lab, Niti Aayog, Government of India, and author of 21 books, over 100 papers, and he serves in the advisory board of many organizations, B schools, and universities in India and overseas. A sought after speaker in national and international forums, Professor Datta has over 25 years of experience in defense, corporate higher education, research, consultancy, and startup activities. He is a change maker and a force behind over top 50 path-breaking initiatives under MTC Global and thus adding values every second in educational space, cutting across geographic region. I feel so honored and excited to have such an incredible person among us, and I'm so grateful to be a part of today's program. Thank you all. Over to Sudarshan.
Thank you, Nitishna. The most awaited time has come. I am honored and thrilled to invite our distinguished chief guest, Professor Bholanath Dutta, sir, Chairman of Global Entrepreneurs Grid, founder and president of MTC Global, to address and the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you so much, Sudarshan. Very good afternoon, one and all present here this afternoon, Saturday afternoon, post-lunch session. As a difficult time, but I appreciate the interest and the inclination exhibited by all of you to come for today's session. At the outset, let me extend my heartfelt thanks to the management of M. Kumaraswamy College of Engineering, one of the prestigious engineering and management colleges in India. The principal, sir, Dr. Punitavarti ma'am, and Dr. Vanita ma'am, who is heading the MBA department, and all the future leader managers, those who are present here. It's a wonderful opportunity, in fact, for me to engage in this particular session. There is a great opportunity to learn a lot of new things, a lot of new insights from the interactions which I'm going to have with all of you. As the time limit is for 1 hour, so I would like to divide the session around 20-25 minutes. I'll speak on the topic. Briefly, I'll touch upon the areas which are of great relevance to all of you, and rest of the time I'll request all of you to feel free to ask questions. I think that's the most interesting part. Make it a conversation. What we are suggesting in today's e-world, the online world, the learning should be the collaborative learning. It should not be the one-way talk. No, I keep on talking on the subject. Having said that, I'm sure that all of you are taking extreme care because you are aware that hit the effect of COVID second wave in India. Lot of no people are suffering. Many companies are shut down. Other day there was one news that Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, CMIE, they said that around 12 million job losses in the second wave, and there are millions of job losses in the first wave as well. So if you look at the industry, we see that all that is not good, right? But at the same time, we have seen that academic institutions, the corporate, they have responded very swiftly, and they have tried to address this particular challenge which came out of COVID 19 situations. Academic institutions, they have quickly changed over to online mode. On the similar line, the corporate world also has adopted work from home, work from anywhere model. There was one news that Google has saved huge amount because of working from home. There are many research conducted as well during last 1 year, which is proven that work from home is in fact more productive, especially for the corporate world and also for academic world. Even the students are not there physically in the campus. Even there is no face to face classroom interaction, but regular academic activities are happening. Assessment is happening, evaluation is happening, even business games, simulation, case studies, group discussions, debate, lot of co-curricular activities to some extent, even cultural festival, all extracurricular activities are also being organized by the academic institutions. So the academic world and the corporate world have successfully overcome the challenges put up by COVID 19 situations. And we can see that lot of startup activities, especially in the domain of e-commerce or edtech, especially the educational technological sector. We can see a lot of startup activities during last 1 year. So I believe that no, even the situation is very grim, but we need to hold on. Okay, our hope, we need to be positive, optimistic, and we need to have belief on ourselves. Yes, we can overcome, we can do it. Probably, as per the statistics, it goes the way the COVID 19 situation time and again hitting back. It is said that the May end, the spike will be the maximum, and slowly it will come down. Probably it will follow the similar kind of pattern like last year when COVID was no minimum starting from September, and it was almost no eliminated by December, and again it came back in February, March. So I think similar kind of, and already World Health Organization, they have given indication that even the no US chief medical officer, Dr. Fauci, he said that even after vaccination, we cannot avoid the third wave. So these all, okay, these all are things will happen to us, but we need to protect ourselves because health is very important. We need to have enough safeguard, we need to follow the protocols, and having done that, I am sure that there is whole world of opportunities in front of us wherein we can build up our skill sets, wherein we can learn new tools and technologies, and we can make ourselves okay employable. I think that's all is possible. That's what now the whole world is doing right now. Now, as the talk on creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and I think these three things are relevant not only for the management graduates but across all disciplines, engineering, liberal arts, and all other disciplines, because these are the three things which will make someone winner for life, not only in the professional, even in the personal life. If you look at the entrepreneur, okay, the journey of an entrepreneur. And we know many success stories. I'm sure all of you know. And the master of ceremony also quoted about Steve Jobs, one of the greatest entrepreneur. And we have so many, okay, Jack Ma and India. There are plenty examples like, no, the Paytm founder Vijay Sharma, and we have Tata's, we have Reliance, okay, and there are so many startups, no, Phone Pay and Flipkart, all those. There is n number of examples, the successful, no, entrepreneurs, those who have really faced challenges and have come out successfully. Now, entrepreneur, there are many no associated terms with the entrepreneur. Generally, entrepreneur is a person who takes the risk, who mobilize the resources, then he starts a business by taking the financial risk. So typically that's the dictionary meaning of entrepreneur. And when we talk about entrepreneur, there are so many other no similar terminologies, like we called e-entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur, those who are working in the e-platform, okay, internet platform. There are edupreneur, those who are into no education field, okay, and there are greenpreneur, those are into green marketing or sustainable energy. And someone said there are mompreneur, okay, some mothers, they started enterprise and they are doing extremely well. They call them mompreneur. So a lot of no new terminologies and new terms are being used for entrepreneurship, but essentially entrepreneur has come from the Latin word entrepreneur, which means to take the risk. I think risk is associated with the entrepreneurship journey, and that's why we see that not many people know they become entrepreneur, because the risk taking abilities, it differs from one individual to the another individual. Many people, they find it comfortable to take up a good corporate job, and there is also nothing wrong, but therein also you need creativity and innovation so that you can emerge as a successful corporate leader. Okay, you see, you can become a CEO, you can become a group president, okay, or CMD, chairman and managing director of any companies. If you look at Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, all those are CEOs and highly entrepreneurial and highly creative, but they are employed, right? So what makes them different from the rest of the employees? That's their innovation, that's their creativity. So this is called intrapreneur. They are the intrapreneur. So entrepreneurs are the people, those who work, those essentially are employees, work for some other organizations, but they are highly creative and innovative people. They bring in a lot of changes in the marketing strategy, in their product augmentation, in building new product, addressing new problems in the society, and they emerge successful leaders, and they bring forward their companies, and they become the no star companies. So there are entrepreneur, there are entrepreneur as well. So essentially all this connect with the one thing, that's about the innovation. Now, creativity, innovation, invention, discoveries, these are some of the terms which are used no interchangeably, but these terminologies are little different. If I say about discovery, discovery means something is already existing and someone discovered, like Columbus discovered America, right? Something existing and some person came and discovered. Now, the invention means a new idea, thoughts, and process. Now, this new idea, thoughts, and process, when it is converted into some product design, okay, then it becomes innovation. And creativity is the mindset. Mindset, it talks about the mindset, creative mindset. Some people you will see always, even among your friends, those who always find no new solutions to the problem. Give any assignment, they will find out the answers. give any group discussions, they'll become highly innovative and creative and come out with some different ways to present themselves. I think that is very, very important, the creativity, right? Now, the entrepreneur, the entrepreneurship and entrepreneurism, okay, and entrepreneurial, I think again these terminologies are used interchangeably. So I'm just talking on the basics, right? So if the basics are clear, probably no, then we can take up a lot of questions, and probably no, in future we can have sessions no where we ended today, the next, because 1 hour is not enough to talk something on a topic called entrepreneurship. So entrepreneur, I have already defined, explained who is an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurism, once again, it's a kind of mindset. Some people are highly entrepreneurism, means they have that urge, that burning desire to do something. Entrepreneurism is the culture, the innovation culture, okay, how we can nurture the entrepreneurial culture, and entrepreneurial is creative. Now, today, what people are talking about is that whether we can become entrepreneur or not, okay, whether we can start an enterprise or not, okay, that definitely not everyone can become an entrepreneur, right? There is a good demand for the corporate job, and those are not at all bad. There are also a huge opportunities, a whole world of possibilities existing, provided someone takes up the job, performs, and moves up the career ladder, right? That's also a green pasture. But having said that, one thing is very important, that's about entrepreneurial. That means we all need to be creative. I think that's one point is very, very important. Whether we work for any company, whether we join our family business, we start up our own venture, we become a freelancer, we become a consultant, or whatever job we pick up, we should be entrepreneurial. That means we should be creative. I'm sure that all of you must have read the book You Can Win by Steve Khera, and on the cover page it is mentioned a popular saying, winners don't do different things, they do things differently, right? I think that's very important. What it essentially talks about, it essentially again talks about the creativity. Now there are different ways, how new ideas, how you can become creative. Now the same person, the Steve Khera, again said a very popular saying by him, a life is not by default, but a life by designing. Okay, I think that's very important. We don't have any say, we don't have any control where we have taken birth, right? But we have every control and will be held responsible, okay, about our career journey, where we move up in our career, because that's in our hand. How much efforts we put, okay, how much hard work we do, how much study we do, I think how much passionate we are, I think that essentially, okay, enable us to reach to a level which we all aspire and dream that at one point of time in our life journey will reach to that, okay, level. I think that's by designing, okay, that's a design thinking today everyone is talking about. Okay, design thinking, a systematic planning based on the self SWOT analysis, based on our skill sets, based on what are the additional skill sets we need to have, based on the challenges in the environment, based on the foresight, how we can foresee what is future going to bring to us, the challenges. If we can do that properly, probably we can emerge as successful leaders. So my dear future leaders, the managers, the entrepreneurs, those who are present today, it's very much essential for all of us to become creative, to become innovative, okay, in whatever career, whatever profession we are. I think that's very, very important. There are many questions, okay, man, what I was talking about sometimes back about new idea, right? I'm sure that in marketing management first semester you have the 4 P's: the product, price, place, promotions, additional 3 P's: people, process, physical evidence. And today we are talking about the 8th P, that's about the productivity. Okay, how companies are focusing on bottom line productivity during this COVID-19, and that's possible through innovations, through creativity, to bring in new technologies. That's why today maximum use of robotics, machine learning, artificial intelligence during at this particular time of work from home and work from anywhere. Now, product, in the product part, you must have studied the new product development process, and that's about the first stage in that is the idea generation, how we can generate new ideas, and that's about creativity, right? How creative you are, how new ideas pop up in someone's mind, how new ideas come up when we read newspapers, we read business magazines, we read no good journals, the research work, then we come to know a lot of new things, a lot of new insights, what researchers have done on different areas, and probably some ideas may strike in our mind. Yes, this is one particular area wherein still we don't find enough product process, okay, or people have difficulty. So that's a new idea. When you watch no news channel, we watch even serial in the TV or any good movies like Three Idiots, right? So we see that there are so many challenges in our lives. There are so many difficulties in personal relations. There are so many other difficult areas. Can we bring in some solutions to that or not? New idea, right? When we move out on the road to purchase something, we walk down the street, we look around. That's why MBA is called MBWA, management by walking around. Look around, see the hoardings, see the banners, see the people, how they're behaving, how they're purchasing, how they're interacting with each other, right? See the beautiful girls walking on the road, what kind of dresses they wear. Okay, what is, you will get some idea about the latest, okay, the designing, the latest, the fashion, and that itself is a huge industry, isn't it? That itself is a huge industry. I know a lot of MBA graduates, those who have become the successful models. The best example is John Abraham, okay, the successful Bollywood hero. He is an MBA. He started his career as a model, then he became a superstar in Bollywood. So there are ample of examples. I think now what is very much important is we have to keep our eyes and ears open when we move around, and we can find a lot of stimulus in the environment, and we can bring out some new ideas. When we visit to some trade fair, we visit, right, as a part of your MBA program, we visit for in-plant training or do a project or company visit. Okay, in that visit you can find out a lot of new things, a lot of new stuffs. When you interact with your friends, when you interact with your neighbors, the families, you can find out a lot of challenges. Even you can do some desk research in the Google and find out. Okay, if not, it's an empirical research. I think there are a lot of ways, and there is also value cost analysis, right? Or productivity. You know the productivity, the formula, right? Output by input. Okay, that's the productivity. Can we increase the output keeping the input constant? Is it possible? It is only possible if you bring in some technological intervention, if you bring in some new process, then it's possible. Keeping the input constant, increasing the output. Can we do a value cost analysis? Value cost analysis, value is equal to cost, right? Value cost analysis, can we do how much money we're spending and how much value we're getting out of any particular functions? Can we do that? Okay, so I think that's also an area wherein we can get a lot of insights. Value divided by the cost. Can we enhance the value keeping the cost constant by bringing some new product attributes, by bringing some changes in the product appearance, by changing in the distribution system? Can we do that? Right? That's one. Can we keep the value constant by minimizing the cost factor? VYC, by cost factor. So there also we need to bring in new ideas and new process, new thinking, so that that can happen. And that is the new idea, that is the creativity. So creativity is not something, right, we all are born with. It's not something we need to learn, we need to study. Can someone become an entrepreneur by studying a course on entrepreneurship subject? No. Dhirubhai Ambani, so many successful entrepreneurs, they have never studied, right? Jack Ma never studied, drop out. Lot of dropout people. Okay, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Okay. So I think, but with MBA qualifications, with MBA degree, which gives 360-degree overview on the business perspective, even it enables a person to grow holistically, because it's the combination of different subjects. We study anthropology, we study consumer behavior, sociology, we study marketing, finance, HR, production. So many different disciplines are interconnected with the MBA program. So it helps someone, if really interested, to start something. So that momentum, he or she gets that momentum. Okay. So I think as an MBA student, not only you should search for jobs, definitely job is a good options, but those who are interested, those who want to start their own business, they must look at this particular career opportunity positively. And I'm sure there is plenty, a whole world of possibilities in this particular area. But definitely there are so many challenges. You will find out many reports, right, in the media by different industrial bodies, that 90% startup they fail, and so on and so forth. Now essentially, why startups, no, majority of the startups they fail? There are a number of reasons behind that. Some reasons, some people ask, sir, I want to start a company, can you tell me a product or service, no, based on which I can start a company? I think that's a very incorrect approach towards entrepreneurship, right? You want to start a business, you don't have any ideas of your own, you want to borrow the idea from somebody. So what is the passion, what is the urge, what is that connect? But that's not there, right? So that's I'm talking about. That's one part. Many people, they talk like that. And beside that, generally many people say that we don't have the funds, we don't have enough money, how to become an entrepreneur. I think that's once again is proven wrong. Most of the successful entrepreneurs today, they all started from zero, whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, Microsoft, they started from zero. One day they have not become what they are today. So we should not look at building an empire in the beginning itself, the first step. We have to the principle, the cardinal principle of no startup is, you start small in a particular niche area, then scale up fast. And don't look for external fundings in the beginning. No, then you will have a lot of pressure. I think that's what the beautiful example of the successful company, the Chennai based, the Zoho, whose owner got the Padma Shri this year. This is the one company which has not taken any funding from anybody. Today people are talking about bridge capital, seed financing, a lot of things. SoftBank, Chinese bank, Japanese bank, they are getting fund, all those stuff. But the Zoho founder said you should not look for the external fundings in the beginning. First try to build up on yourself. If your product is good, it has good values, it can address a particular problem people are facing, then definitely your product will be sold in the market. So that part you must be very, very sure. The another part where most of the startups they fail because of the poor sales and marketing. Many products may be good, but They may not have the right kind of marketing approach. They don't understand the sales, and probably they are not able to reach out to the targeted people. I think that's another concern. Okay, pressure on working capital is almost is already there, but we need to manage them. Start in a small way. Try to get the funds from the family, friends, or your own saving. Okay, I think that's way how big enterprises today they all started. So initially, you should not look for some 10 crore rupees to start a business. That's a very foolish idea, right? So I think that's the 2 3 areas. Number one, you start small, start in your niche area, then try to build it up. Have a blueprint in place, right? That's very very important. What you call the deck, the business plan. You will have a lot of competitions in your college. The second one is the finance part. You should be a good no financial planner, because money will be limited. So you should know what how much to invest and how to get the money back. Okay, the working capital management, whatever liquidity you have, you should try to manage it. Okay, many entrepreneurs they suffer because initially they want to move the product, they don't want to block it, okay, in the warehouse, so they give on credit, then getting that money back out of the credit, it becomes a problem. Okay, so these things you should be able to manage it. Then you have the marketing and no sales and marketing challenges. Those things you must do it. But having said all these challenges, what entrepreneurs they encounter in their introductory stage, in their early phase of their journey, entrepreneurial journey. But essentially, everything boils down to the creativity and the innovation, the mindset, and what innovation, what new product you have brought into the market. I think that is very very important. You will find out today a lot of startups into the blockchain, right? And there is one application called Dunzo applications. I'm sure all of you know that. Like suppose you are traveling to know some other cities and you reach to your home airport, you forgot something. Now how to go back to home and get the item collected? So you can log into Dunzo applications, you can tell them, and someone will come and collect and give it to you in the airport. I think you see the real problem how it is addressed, and that's fantastic. Today you'll find out a lot of no e-labs. Okay, for the schools there are so many mobile applications, physics lab, chemistry lab, a lot of stuffs are there. Okay, probably during this pandemic time, as the schools and colleges are not happening, they are trying to address a particular real-time challenge. You find a lot of learning management software, okay, today are in the marketplace because there is a need, right? And these companies are trying to satisfy that particular needs. I think a lot of innovations, a lot of new ideas during last 1.5 years. So maximum you will find out these new thoughts and ideas are in the place of digital world. Okay, that's what today we talk about the e-entrepreneur, because today everything has gone digitized. It's called digital conversion. KPMG said that what no corporate expected to go for digital transformation in next 10 years. I think that's happening in last 1.5 years, because the speed of transformation is happening so fast. Because of this COVID, we all are at home and less mobility. Okay, so I think that this creativity part, even though there are so many challenges, no, we can be creative, we can find out the new ways to address the problem. No, even sometimes there in the strategic management, you'll study about the red ocean and the blue ocean strategy, right? There's a paper by the INSEAD professors who did a research on red ocean, blue ocean. Red ocean strategy means if someone brings in a product, you will find out very next day a lot of other companies also bring out the similar kind of products, and it's become a bloody market, dog eat dog market. It's called red ocean. Everything is red, full of bloods. Okay, and blue ocean strategy, I think therein the entrepreneurs have their luck, okay, or have their future. Blue ocean means you need to be creative, innovative, think little different, and bring in something which other people find out difficult to copy. Number one, bring in, scale it up first. It should not take longer time. Then what will happen? Some big companies, they will come into that particular space. They will find out, yes, there is an opportunity, and probably as a small player you won't be able to compete. It's happening now. A lot of big players, they're coming into the digital world, and small time players, they're finding it very difficult to survive, because the big players, a lot of fund they're investing, and they're attracting the prospective and customers towards them. So I think once again, I think we're coming closer to the time, and I should leave some space for interaction, so that it becomes fruitful sessions. Now time is 2:45, so we have another 15 minutes for interaction, and I'll request Sudarshan, who is the master of ceremony and doing wonderful job. Okay, that's the toughest job. Okay, to launch the program, to address and to coordinate, and he has been very creative, very innovative in the way he's managing the program, and other two girls as well. So let me just I'll not say I conclude the session. Let me just put a stop over my talk. Okay, I should not talk a lot. And now the forum is open. So Sudarshan, you can take the lead, and you can tell your friends if they have any questions. So let them come forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Anyone is having any question, please, you are most welcome to ask.
Sir,
Yes, please.
you hear me?
Darshan, your voice is not audible.
Okay, ma'am.
Others can ask questions. Please feel free to ask questions, because that's very important. Any doubts, any questions you have, you should be able to ask. Yes, please.
Students, make it as
Sir, is it
interactive
audible now, sir?
session. Yes, Sudarshan.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
you said the entrepreneur needs innovative ideas, and then they need to adapt to the technology like that, sir.
Yes.
I like Elon Musk very much, sir. I admire to him. Uh, See, he is not in single stream. He is doing a he's been doing business in SpaceX, and he's doing business in Tesla, and then he's doing in Neurachip like that, and he's now doing that underground things, and
Tube,
then
underground tube cables.
sir, he's a hyperloop, and then he is also doing a project of quantum of physics. What kind? If we want to do multiple jobs like him, what is our mindset need to be?
Yes.
How
Very
we
good.
tackle those kind of stuff?
Yes. I got you right, Sudarshan. And Elon Musk,
Thank
everyone is talking about Elon Musk today. Okay, he is called no disruptor. What is this? Is called disruptive innovation. Something he does, okay, very quickly, very fast. He has taken the people. He's planning to take the people for the moon, okay, as a part of travel tourism. Now he started investing in Bitcoin, right? And Hyperloop, as you have rightly said, okay, PayPal. So he has number of diversified businesses. He is one of the super entrepreneur, we must say. See, basically, that's what I said. That he falls into blue ocean strategy. In creativity and innovation, there is one called disruptive innovation. The person who brings in disruption. Okay, people think about in a particular way, and he thinks complete different. Okay, now Elon Musk launched the spacecraft also, right? Now he wants to take the people to the moon, okay, as a part of tourism. I think that's something the common people cannot think of. So that's called disruption. So he is the role model of many millions of people around the world. So we can look up, we can learn from successful entrepreneurs, from their success stories, at the same time from the failure stories, okay, of Edison, okay, Thomas Edison, who invented bulb. I think the success stories are equally important, okay, as the failure stories where people failed. And the best example of Abraham Lincoln, throughout his life he failed, and later on at the age of 59 he became the president of US. I think there are different examples, but let me tell you, I want to tell that one entrepreneur, he became successful in a particular way. It does not mean that other person can also become successful in that particular way, right? We can take the learnings, but necessary, it's not necessary that if someone becomes successful in a particular way, will become successful in a particular way. We have our own way of thinking, we have our own society, our own cultural setup, okay, and within that environment, if we are passionate, if we have new innovative ideas, then definitely we can do wonders, but definitely we can learn a lot from Tesla. I think they started their no Indian subsidiary in Bangalore few months back. They're planning to start their production house, okay, the Tesla car in India. So I think he's a terrific role model for all of us. We can take the learnings from him. But having said that, you know that Kellogg's came to India to make that all Indians should have cornflakes in the breakfast, and today we find that Kellogg's comes with upma packaged, okay, in the morning. Okay, so that's something to do with the cultural effect, right? So cultural impact is very strong, what you want to do. So let us take the good learnings and let us know within our environment, within our socio-economic cultural setup, let us find out a problem and try to address that. Thank you, Sudarshan. That's a wonderful question. Please next.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, please.
So myself Nitishna, sir.
Yeah.
So can you say some key factors for development of innovative startups?
Okay, very good question. Your name is Nitishna. Okay, very good question, Nitishna, and very rightfully, okay, placed. Some of the innovative, what you said, innovative ideas.
Yeah, innovative something ideas.
Innovative
Key factors for developing innovative startups.
key factors for developing enterprise. See, first of all, number one, it's always starts with an individual. Number one, as I repeatedly said, if someone wants to become an entrepreneur, first of all, that person must have that kind of mindset, that kind of urge, that kind of no drive. No, it's called no fire within, is it not? If that person has that kind of interest, number one, then whatever challenges will be there, he can overcome all the challenges. So that starts with the individual. Second is which particular sector he or she wants to start a business. I think there is some kind of research is required. If it's not a family business, if it is a family business, then immediately after doing an MBA program you can join and you can ensure that that family business, it grows up, it flourishes. That's a different concept altogether, family business. But if you want to start a business, you must have an idea. Now, to have an idea, I said, what are the different ways you can come out with the new ideas? That's very important, to get the new ideas. When you get the new idea, then you must do a feasibility study. Not every idea can be converted into a product and service. You should have the economic feasibility, the financial feasibility. In the project management, you will study. Okay, you will have to do the technical feasibility, the engineering feasibility, all those feasibility, the pollution site clearance, all those feasibility study you need to do. Then there is no alpha test, beta test is there. Alpha test, you want to develop a prototype and see how it is doing. You want to do no pilot test in a small market, want to see the people's reaction. Okay, a lot of things. Okay, that's what we do the business analysis, whether that particular idea can be converted into product and service. If at all converted into product and service, whether business means from financial perspectives, whether that is feasible or not. You have to do the business analysis. Okay, business screening. What is the break even point, how much money to invest it, how much time it will take to get back the original investment. The gestation period is what, generally it is 6 months to 1 year. If it is longer, like 3-4 years, then it will be very tough, is it not? From where you will pump in money? I think that is very important. So the business screening, the feasibility study, the new idea, but the number one, what is very important, time and again I'm saying that it depends on the individual, what he or she thinks of. I think everything starts with that. If you're highly passionate, if you're very much enthusiastic about doing something, I'm sure that no, there's a popular saying, let the whole world conspire. Okay, but you will become successful, no one can stop you. I think there is no clear guideline. That's what I said. If one entrepreneur becomes successful in a particular way, it does not mean that others will also become successful, but we all can learn the difficulties and challenges that person gone through, and how he or she overcome all those problems. Probably that learning we can we can use in our journey, entrepreneurial journey. Thank you, Nitisna. Wonderful question. Very good question. Next, please.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Yeah.
Yes, Mohanraj, please.
Yes, sir. This is Mohanraj, faculty from Mechanical.
Oh, sir, please. Welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir. So I have one question, sir. So those who are started their young startups. So mostly they are very stuck with the financial crisis very immediately. Is it? So how can we overcome those things, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, money is the problem everywhere. Even we have money, we need more money. Even the people who does not have money, they need money. Okay, and money is the root of all evils, is it not? So money is always problem. Without money, we cannot do anything also at the same time. So very rightful question, sir. See, that is everywhere that question will come. I want to do something. How I or we can raise fund. So number one, I said also in the beginning that money can never ever become an impediment for an entrepreneur. Number one, if you look at the Microsoft, look at Hewlett Packard, look at Facebook, Apple, they all started in a very, very small way, and many of them started from their garage. Number one, even Sahara, once a big Indian company, Subrata Roy started with only rupees 2,500 rupees. Dhirubhai Ambani, okay, the legend, started in a very small way. He used to work in the petrol pump. So all big entrepreneurs, okay, those who are today role model and people look up, they all started their career in a very, very small way, and almost it's from zero. They did not have enough money with them to start their entrepreneurial journey in the beginning. That's number one. The second point is, now that's what today we talk about, crowdfunding or crowdsourcing. What is crowd funding? If someone has some idea, we see that okay, that person wants to get how people look at this particular idea in the social media platform. You will see in the LinkedIn, many people, they post like this: I have a beautiful idea, I want to start a company, I have some amount I need for 3 co-founders with some 2 lakhs investment who can join my business. I think that's one model today, the crowdfunding and the crowdsourcing, through which one know someone can look up to address this particular problem. The third option is the collective no entrepreneurship. If I don't have money, maybe some of my friends, those who are interested equally to start a business, they want to join hands and start the business. I think no, that's one way to address this particular problem. And definitely there are other ways. There are many angel investor. No, there is Mumbai angel network. Likewise, in many cities you will find out there is no entrepreneurial network. Okay, so therein also no, if we try, we can get some kind of investment. And of course, today the venture capitalists are there, and they themselves are entrepreneur. They want to invest money into the business, and they want to give all technical support to see that the business grows. For that, we need to make a good presentation to them, okay, so that they find out, yes, this particular business idea is viable. They are ready to invest. They will take a minor stake. They will take their money back. Also, the different kinds of agreements that depends on the venture capitalist to venture capitalist. And probably we can do that. That's what I said, that the Zoho is the best example, wherein no, the founder started the business okay, with no external funding, no source, nothing. I know he put his own fund. So that's what I said, that no, we should start small and scale up fast. So let us not look at no huge fund requirement in the beginning itself. No, if we take fund, then there are a lot of liabilities also, right? We need to give them money back, and there are a lot of pressures also from them. And I think that's a different kind of challenging environment altogether. But having said that, I'm sure that if someone wants to do something, no, really there will be no so many different ways that person can no find out or mobilize the resources. Thank you so much, Mohandas sir. I think that's a practical problem, and all no aspiring entrepreneurs that they ask this particular question, and that's a common problem. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
I'm Varna, sir.
Yes,
Sir, can
Varna.
you please give some steps to develop creativity and innovation to develop ourselves, sir?
Okay, very good question, Varuna. You said that can you guide us to improve our creativity? So, see, there is that's what I said. You have to keep your eyes and ears open. Number one, read newspapers, Economic Times, the other business newspaper. Try to get a lot of relevant information, business information. Watch news channel. Try to get the update what is happening in the business world, political, social, or economical world, everywhere. I think these are the ways wherein we can get a lot of ideas, lot of informations which will help you to think something. Okay, that's very important. So information is very, very important. And today we all have internet, right? And we all have Google and a lot of other search engines wherein if we are interested in a particular area, so we can definitely we can build it up, is it not? See, there are many beauty parlor, salon business, okay, and which are successfully run by many women, and those who are successful, like green trends, and there are a lot of, okay. So I think no, we need to in entrepreneurship or creativity, not something we can study and we can learn, but essentially we must have interest, we must have an open mind, okay, we must be able to receive the information and new things, okay. We should be able to interpret and screen those. That's very important. We need to get good exposure to the business, economic, social world, okay. We should interact with the people, the friends, the good people, the corporate people, your teachers. They can get a lot of new ideas, okay. We should be open to receive the information, okay. So that's the way to, and they should be highly passionate what you are doing it, and you should always try to find out the new ways to address the problem. I think that will help you to find out different ways. Like you will see the most popular example you all give, even our mothers, when they cook something in the kitchen, if they don't have any particular masalas, spices, what no the mothers they do, They know how to mix and match different spices and still make the food delicious. I think that's the creativity. Creativity is something like, once we do something, okay, we stuck with something, and we find out, apply our brain and find out new ways, to address that particular problem. Right? That's creativity, right? Wonderful question, Varuna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm Vignesh, sir.
Yes, Vignesh, please.
Sir, which will help to the entrepreneurship to sustainable in the market, sir, in the business world, sir?
See, sustainability, generally we say, even people, they say that if you want to start a business, you better plan for minimum 3 years, right? 3 years you should be able to float in the market, because even the gestation period is 6 months to 1 year, but 3 years you have to be able to hold on. Many people, they're not able to be on the market because of lot of challenges and the pressures, and the time they're about to get success, by the time they leave the market. So that's one about the sustainability. The people, planet, profit, the principle of 3P and 3 Rs: reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, those are the sustainability. But as an entrepreneur, if you want to have sustainability, you have to ensure your bottom line, that's your productivity. Again, it starts with what product and the service you want to bring in, what particular problems that particular product and service addressing in the society. I think that thing is very, very important. And to become sustainable, you have to ensure you have to keep moving the product in the market. Your revenue should keep coming in, right? Then only you can become sustainable. Otherwise, how an entrepreneur can become sustainable? So you should be a good marketing manager, you should be a good finance manager, good accountant, good HR manager. It's an one man show. Okay, and I'm sure that if someone is interested, he or she can definitely do that. And that's how all people are doing it. Okay, there may be some challenges in the initial no stage, but those are part of the game, right? We should be able to face the challenges and come out successfully. Thank you so much, Vignesh. You are also there in the Six Sigma program, right?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vignesh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
I am Ilakya, sir.
Yes, Alakia, tell me.
Sir, I want to know if there are any supports that are given by government to young entrepreneurs, sir. So can you recommend us a few schemes which will suit our student entrepreneurs, sir, who try to become entrepreneurs in now?
Alikia, there are definitely different kind of government programs and support systems are there. If you want to start a business, you can register your company in Startup India. So once you register your company in the Startup India, then therein you will get connected with some kind of easy funding from the government, okay, sources. Okay, that's one. You can register with District Industry Center, DIC. There are many nodal centers are there wherein you can get loan. There are many banks like SIDBI, then IDBI. Initially these banks were established to support the corporate and the startups. Okay, then Government of India started with Mudra loans, especially for the women entrepreneur. Okay, so lot of support mechanisms are in place. Okay, and you can go to Startup India website and you can find out. Once you register a company, you can register there, you can find out. You can even registered with Ministry of MSME, medium small enterprises. There is one SSI Udyog. Okay, therein if you register small scale industries Udyog, okay, SSI Udyog, if you register, then you can get access to many funders, or it becomes easy for you to get funding. So funding has never become a problem, but definitely to get from the government agencies, there are some procedures, policies in place. We need to meet that. But keeping that aside, you want to become an entrepreneur, you have an idea, okay, you see that you don't need huge capital to start a business. I always guide this called frugal entrepreneur. Frugal, okay, frugal means very small, but very agile. You need to be very agile. All the time, you should be agile to know, keep changing, move fast in the market, and scale up. I think that's very important. Okay, that's what time and again I said. No, uh, fund is definitely required at one point of time when you want to go for expansion of your business, wherein you need to money. But initial at the initial times, okay, therein your product, your service should speak about its quality, and you should be able to sell it, connect. Therein many people fail. They're not able to connect or market their product and services. Many entrepreneurs, they fail because of poor marketing. They may be from the engineering background, their product may have some superb quality, but they are not able to connect with the prospective customers, and no, they find it difficulties, in maintaining their no liquidity, and they essentially fail it. Thank you so much, Alikia. Wonderful question. I think no, we have come to the end of this session, today's session, and it was once again a wonderful session. And personally, I thank the management, the principal, Dr. Punita Bharti ma'am, and Dr. Vanita ma'am, and wonderful MC Sudarshan, Master of Ceremony, and all other future leader managers. Okay, wonderful questions and wonderful no queries, and definitely a lot of learnings from me, for me as well. And we'll catch up no, in the coming days in some more interactions on the different topics. No, I think that's the way we should move forward. And thank you so much. And now I hand over the session to the Master of Ceremony, Sudarshan. Sudarshan is there?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, sir. It's a great session and it wouldn't have been happened without you all. I would like to invite Miss Varuna of first year MBA to express our gratitude of your passions and presence. Over to Varuna.
A very good afternoon, everyone. Wherever we are, it is possible for us to connect through internet even during this pandemic. I'm very humbled and honored to be the one in making the closing remarks and giving the vote of thanks in such distinguished and intellectual gathering. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's program a great success. On behalf of MKC MBA family, I extend a very hearty gratitude to the chief guest of today's program, Professor Bholanath Dutta, Chairman of Global Entrepreneurs Grid and founder of President of MTC Global at Bangalore, who blessed us with his presence and took out valuable time off his busy schedule. Thank you, sir. We are grateful to have our beloved HOD Dr. P. Vanitha ma'am for providing this opportunity. Your guidance has always encouraged us, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Varuna.
I would like to thank Dr. R. Punitavedi ma'am, HOD of IT Department, M. Kumaraswamy College of Engineering, for making this program more valuable by her presence. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to express a profound gratitude of our faculty coordinator, Ms. M. Nitya ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Management. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would like to thank our entire faculty member for attending this program. Thank you all. Last but not least, I would like to thank all my friends for their cooperation in making this session a successful one. Thank you all. Finally, I leave you by this quote: however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you so much. All of you, please take care and see that even you are at home, what are the best possible ways you can learn new tools and techniques. You can continue. I'm sure that online classes are happening. Please give your best. This is the difficult time, but still, I can see that students are really learning. Okay, they're learning much more than before because they're taking the leadership role, they're taking the self-interest to learn new things, to know, and I'm sure that you all will know emerge as winner in the coming days. Thank you so much. Namaskar. We'll catch up soon.
Thanks,
Bye
sir.
bye.
Thanks a lot, sir.